35 crore every year on an average. Compared to that, the budget allocation that Honorable Prime Minister Sri Narendra Modi ji has given for Karnataka is 9 times more. 9 times. So 7,559 crore. There are 31 projects which are ongoing. Karnataka Samanna Sahab ko bulana sir. There are 31 projects going on which are worth 47,000 crore rupees in Karnataka. 47,000 crore rupees. That means that much investment will be done in this state. 59 stations are being developed as Amrit stations. Fully redeveloped. I'll share the list with you. 59 stations. We are also sharing with you very satisfying thing. In the last 10 years, a record number of flyovers and underpasses have been constructed. In Karnataka, 638 flyovers and underpasses have been constructed. This is a very large number. There is a long list of projects which are ongoing, for which allocations have been made, and the general manager and DRMs will be sharing the details of every project and also take your feedback. My request to GMs and DRMs is, please take the feedback from the media friends as well as public representatives on every project and then accordingly take action. Now I will come to Tamilnadu. Tamilnadu, as you are aware, the UPA period of the average allocation was only 879 crore per year. In the UPA period, the average allocation for railways was only 879 crore per year. Prime Minister Sri Narendra Modi ji and Finance Minister Mrs. Dinamalar have allocated 6,362 crore rupees for Tamilnadu this year. 6,362 crore. This is very significant amount. It is 7 times the average allocation during the UPA period. 7 times. The projects which are ongoing within the state of Tamil Nadu and connecting to it are 33,467 crore. 33,467 crore. 77 stations are being developed as Amrit stations. We'll share the list with you. 687 flyovers and underpasses have been constructed in the last 10 years. There is a long list of projects. Progress depends upon land availability. We are constantly in touch with the state government for making sure that the land acquisition can be done at a faster pace. There won't be any dearth of funds for project execution. As soon as the land becomes available, projects can be expedited.
Where is the Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu with your to that? The treatment has been
1 second. I'll take all the questions. I'll come to Kerala now. In Kerala, during the UPA period, the budget allocation used to be a mere 372 crore per year. Only 372 crore rupees per year. 372. My apologies. Now we can take the questions.
Sir, I was in the Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu very clear. It's happening. The central showed the state of the treatment towards Tamil Nadu. We've been asking for the release fund for the implementation of the projects, especially Cooperative metro, Madurai metro. Some of the issues that are pending, the projects are pending due to lack of financial assistance. Would you like to comment on this?
I would like to reply on this. for taking forward the projects in Tamilnadu, the land which is required is 2,749 hectares, 2749 hectares. The land which has been made available is only 807 hectares, 807. We require the support of the state for execution of the projects. There is no dearth of funds. Question is, it has to be, both sides have to make efforts for a project to proceed further. In some cases, if you ask me, I'll take one name also. One project, Rameswaram, they received an official letter from the government of Tamilnadu to drop this project. Yes. They received an official letter from the state government to drop this project. There are so many projects which are delayed due to availability of land. So it's not a question. Our Prime Minister Sri Narendra Modi ji's commitment to developing the country, developing every state is genuine commitment, firm commitment, absolutely no discrimination. Every state is getting proper attention. Question is, the states also have to come out.
Last year, budget allocation for Tamilnadu in the allocation. And what is the current year allocation? What is the percentage of incident?
See, the current year allocation itself is a very large allocation. It's a record number. Question is, we can increase this further as long as the state government support comes. Question is, we have to make sure that the land is also made available. Then only the projects can progress.
Apart from other railway projects, Tamil government is demanding the fund for metro projects.
Last year's budget allocation was 6,080 crores, 6080.
6,080.
6080. This year it is 6362. So, see, we can make it 8,000 also. Progress has to be there on the ground. Once the land is acquired, then the allocation can be immediately increased, so that the project can proceed. The matter you have to check with the housing and urban development.
In Karnataka, already introducing more lines as well.
See, the new lines and the existing doubling, quadrupling, these projects are, the GM will give you the complete list. The GM and DRM, they will give you the complete list of the projects.
Well, the same Karnataka, yesterday we spoke about the budget actually, related on this, what he said, that particular point he has focused extensively.
So, Karnataka, the state government, luckily we have Mr. Somannaji as emerged now. He is pursuing every day for land acquisition. I once again want to say with responsibility and humility that the state has to cooperate for a project to take forward. So we have to make sure that the state government also. So please ask this question to us, to the honorable CMs when you meet.
Actually, there was a money which spent on the railway safety more than
The overall budget for railway safety related activities is 1,09,000 crore. For the entire country, 1,09,000 crore rupees is the overall budget for safety related activities throughout the country.
For the top control especially, if you take this trend maybe from West Bengal to Krishna towards Tamilnadu and Kerala, it is having a problem of overcrowding, especially on the normal coaches. So to control
Many more general coaches are being added. 2,500 general coaches are being added now. And in the coming 2-3 years, 10,000 general coaches more are getting manufactured. So that will reduce the crowding significantly.
Sir, one question that you interesting thing that you talked about that Tamilnadu has requested to drop this bonus for the project. So it was one of the new and flagship projects supposed to happen by request. What are the reasons they said? And the second thing, please help us to repeat the data, how much land is required from Tamil Nadu, how much is available. It's almost like 1/3 they have to provide.
Are given the data?
Yes, sir, I'm just speaking.
But I don't want this to be a, see, this is something because you asked this question, but our point is that we need to have cooperation between, our Prime Minister always says, it has to be cooperation based federalism. Right? Our Prime Minister always tells that we have to make sure that all of us make our efforts. Efforts cannot be unilateral. Efforts have to be both sides.
So the revenue security holders, that state government is not giving the required. Is it happening only in the non-BJP government rules state? No, they can finally get the problem is.
No, it's not like that. It totally depends upon particular.
So he has gone for some other state or
No,
directly
sir.
out?
Next रूम डिफरेंट रूम सर
अच्छा,
वो स्टेट वाइज मीडिया को बिठा दिया सर रूम में
ओके
So-
22 rooms
नहीं सर दो ये कर्नाटका तमिलनाडु साथ में बैठा
together.
केरला एंड ऑलमोस्ट लिस्ट सो 11 रूम में बैठ रहे सर इसी तरह का रूम तो ये हो गया सर
अच्छा अभी 7th में
तेलंगाना एंड केरला हमारा है सर जस्ट टाइम हो गया थोड़ा लेट लेकिन ही इज जस्ट स्विचिंग द रूम्स
तेलंगाना केरला वाला तो हमारे पास भी आना चाहिए था
हमारा में लिंक है बट सर हैज टू जॉइन फिजिकली
बट ये तो सेम रूम है
सेम रूम नहीं सर
अच्छा इससे
अलग
डिफरेंट
रूम है सर वो वी कनेक्टेड इन बोथ सर 2 कंप्यूटर्स है हम स्विच किया इमीडिएटली
ओके तो ये सब कहाँ पर रेल भवन में INB में
ये रही भवन है सर
इतने रूम कहाँ से आ गए अच्छा ये है ना
ये सीआरबी रूम है
अच्छा रिपीट भी किया है
हाँ वही है सर उसके बाद वो चेंज कर दिया ये पूरा रैलीपोर्ट रूम है ना सर
वहीं
सर्किट
पे, हाँ।
गति शक्ति प्रेस रिलीज एक्चुअली वी कुड नॉट डू सर बिकॉज डेटा बहुत कम है हमारे पास
ठीक है क्वेश्चन से बता देंगे
हाँ सर नेक्स्ट टुमारो वंस पिंकू कम्स विल गिव डिटेल्स
एक और रिलीज दे देना
हाँ यस सर
As always, Kerala has got a very good allocation this year. Compared to the UPA period, of 2009 to 2014, where the allocation was 372 crore per year. This year, Prime Minister Modi ji has allocated 3,011 crore rupees for railways in Kerala. I wanted to share this good news with you, so that's why thank you for visiting, for coming to this meeting. Kerala is now 100% electrified, and the ongoing projects are worth 12,350 crore rupees. In the state of Kerala, 35 stations are being redeveloped fully as a part of the Amrit Station program. I will like to read it, but in case I make any mistakes in pronunciation, you will told me, so I request you to read it.
35 stations will be developed as Amrit Station. Alapura, Annadipuram, Angamali Fort Kaladi, Chalakudi, Changanasheri, Chennai, Chirayankere, Ernakulam Town, Ettumanu, Chalakudi, Changanasheri, Chennai, Chirayankere, Ernakulam Town, Nadu, Ettumanu, Sarok, Guruvayur, Kannur, Kasaragod, Kayaguram Junction, Kollam Junction, Kozhikode Main Station, Uttipuram, Mavelikara, Neyyathingara, Nilambur Road, Vattaparam, Parappanangadi, Payyanur, Punalur, Shormur Junction, Palaseri, Thiruvananthapuram, Thrissur, Thiru, Tiruvalla, Trippunithura, Vadagara, Varkala, Vadakandi. Okay.
We are sharing this. We will be sharing this list. So this is very good. I also want to share with you that a record number of 106 flyovers and underpasses have been constructed in Kerala in the last 10 years. This also is a record number, 106. So funds have been allocated almost 8 times what the UPA time allocation was. UPA time was 372, now it is 3011, right? 3011 crore. Now the question is, how do we expedite the projects? To expedite the projects, we need the support of the state government. There are lots of land acquisition issues, which of course will be there in every project. But we request the state government to give special emphasis for railways, because railways affects the lives of so many people. And especially in Kerala, where the projects are, where the railway dependence is much higher because of the density of population. I'll stop here and take questions.
What about Sabri line?
Sabri line, I think I explained it in the parliament today.
Yeah.
The thing is, the old alignment, Angamali to Irumali, that alignment is 111 kilometers, and that is about 25 kilometers short of Sabri line. A new alignment proposal has come, which is from Chengalore to Pamba. Pamba. Chengalore to Pamba, which is just 5 kilometers from the shrine. So we are preparing evaluating this new alignment. Once the new alignment survey is completed, then we can take a call which alignment is better. And in any case, on the old alignment, Angamali to Erumali, that alignment, the land acquisition is not progressed at all.
This regarding your statement was you are pushing about the United States is there a good
Overall, in the state of Kerala, we require 459 hectares of land for the railway. 459 hectares, HA. And we have got about 62 hectares for railway lines. All the projects. I'm giving a total number. It's there in the answer also. Parliament questions answer, it is there. If you download it, it's there. Please as we did
Sir, yesterday discussion for Lumber Consent.
So I will not be able to go in individual projects. See, what I can share with you is, with a lot of responsibility, is that whatever funds are required will be provided. Question is, we have to work in a cooperative federalism mode, where the center is willing to work and the state has to come forward and provide the support which, as per the constitutional arrangement, only state can provide. Right? So that has to come from the states. See, I'm saying once again that individual projects, let me not, because then there are other states also waiting. I have to go one by one to all the states. You don't worry, wherever required, second line, third line, you've seen the progress in the state for the doubling of the major corridor which is there from north to south. You have seen the progress. That progress is very good, very rapid compared to the past. That progress we are pushing very hard. Every regular follow-ups are there. Regularly, people are meeting the project authorities on the state government side. So that impact is that emphasis is there.
Sir, Kerala government has submitted proposals for the silver line.
But they are still waiting for the approval. But still stand there, please. On that issue.
I haven't heard it from the state government for some time now.
Sir, would it be
New question feels like it.
What about
Redevelopment is very close to Nemo, right? So connectivity has to be seen in a proper way so that the city also doesn't get choked. While the economic activity which will come to the state also comes. So we are evaluating that and very soon we'll come out with that.
So what is the status about the strategy project and speed enhancement?
A lot of work is there, but that also requires from the state government, we require support on the, because so many places the habitations are right next to the railway line. So that requires a lot of support from the state.
There was an question in one sanitation of the right near the
Our general manager and DRM, they have given the actual facts of that already. The DRM and GM, they've already given the details. So let's focus on the budget. They've already given full details to them. Right?
But the being on the lagging
See, the demand for general compartments is an issue which we have already addressed. This year, we are manufacturing 2,500 additional general coaches, and in the coming 2-3 years, we'll be manufacturing about 10,000 extra general coaches. That will significantly reduce the crowding in the general coaches. Cleaning work is, of course, it all depends upon a lot of factors, and cleaning is also improving day by day. You must have seen it in many parts. Cleaning also is improving. And the question was basically the demand is higher. So we have to increase the supply.
There are some news about that the Parliament is going to flip from to.
Yes, sir. Why should you believe rumors? You are senior, most intellectually enlightened people. Why should you listen to such rumors?
So you're saying that it's not proposing?
I was surprised when somebody asked me this question. I was like, from where something can be created?
Here, one more.
State minister.
State minister told that. That's
Which state ministers?
Kerala and Tamilnadu, and instead of Kerala.
You ask them from where they got this. It's really surprising. It's like creating something out of nothing. So, right? They made so much.
Oh, sir.
How can you make this so simple?
They thought trains are being built.
Not a single. So this is again very motivated propaganda. Not a single train has been, say, the trains run in a timetable, right? Trains run in a timetable. So which means that every station there are slots of time which are defined. Right? That's how a 24-hour period, God has given us 24 hours in a day. We divide it into multiple slots. Then in every slot, which train will pass is put in the timetable. That's how the timetable gets prepared. Whenever any train, new train is added, the entire timetable is revised. Right? And as per the availability of the slots at every location, the timetable is readjusted. So there is no question of one train affecting other trains' punctuality. That is as per the timetable. There would be
All the long-running trains from Kerala, they're always running late.
Kerala has actually the entire, I would say, the Southern Railways has among the best punctuality standards in the entire country. It's very high level of punctuality which the Southern Railways maintains. One reason is the goods traffic in the southern part is lesser compared to, let's say, many other parts of the country. So that way, and the network is very professional, people have a very strong work ethic, all those things are there. So those things have been already factored in. Southern Railway is one of the best work ethics.
Because of the supply lines of the goods.
No. We haven't seen any. I addressed that. 2,500 extra. I said that 2,500 extra coaches are being manufactured in this year and 10,000 in the subsequent 2 years, 3 years. So we will see significant amount of increase in the number of Chennai coaches. Existing trains we are adding. Because every new train means new path is required. Right? New slot, I am explaining this 24-hour cycle. New slot is I think already, how many are running? 3 or 2? 2 are running. Already 2, which is highest for industry, which is very large. There is one political party in Kerala which has many MPs, which continuously attacks the Vande Bharat train, saying that it is not required. Ask them whether they require or not. Kerala needs more trains, and that is why we need to increase the capacity. To increase number of trains, we have to increase the number of tracks. Track capacity is very badly needed to be increased in Kerala, and that's why our big thrust is on increasing the track capacity. That's why again and again we are pursuing land acquisition so that the tracks can be constructed. That's basic, right? If you have more tracks, then you can run more trains. And ideally, we would like to have a situation where People are very comfortably traveling from north to south and south to north, because Kerala is like one long corridor from north to south. So it becomes very easy to plan the transportation. It's a very logical way of planning a transportation corridor, right? So that's why we are focusing on doubling, third line, tripling, making sure that the curves can be reduced. All those actions are basically focused towards increasing the capacity of this corridor. Once we have increased capacity, we can run many more trains. So please request from your side also, whenever you meet the state government functionaries and political leaders, please request them to support the railways in constructing more tracks. I can assure you one thing, that funds will never be a constraint. Funds will never be a constraint.
You're continuously blaming the state government. If you take the case of highway development, there is a central state work to
And we are also working together, that's why
the case of railway is not happening.
we are working together, and our spirit, our Prime Minister's spirit is that we have to have cooperative federalism. So that's why we are continuously pursuing the state government. And of course, railway projects are much more complex. So we require much more support in terms of law and order, in terms of continuous, and many places the habitation is very close to the railway tracks. So that's why the support is more. We are not blaming anyone. I'm not blaming. Our point is for the people of Kerala itself. Right?
How this is and
That will be, I think we'll be able to achieve that much. But we can do much more is what I'm saying. Good? Thank you.
You can start the questions. Kerala first.
Tamilnadu physical on the table. Go ahead. Take kilos. Yes. Yes. Any questions? From there you can start.
Sir, 6,362 crores for this year. What is the plan for Tamilnadu in particular?
He's asking individual projects.
Individual project wise layout. Individual project wise outlay we will give, CPRO will give soon.
Any special plan, sir?
Special means we have undertaken major redevelopment of many stations in the state of Tamil Nadu. The major ones, total there are 77 stations, out of which the major ones means there are two categories. One is like complete redevelopment and other is augmentation. So complete redevelopment we are undertaking at Egmore, then Chennai Central, Kanyakumari, Katpadi, Madurai, Rameswaram, Tambram, Tirunelveli and Kumbakonam. So these projects will be completed in next 2 to 3 years. And their cost is in the range of 150 crore to, Egmore is the highest 700 crore and other projects are in the range of 150 crore to 300 crore. So most of them are in progress, some are in the final stages of sanction. And very soon they will also be sanctioned, like Tirunelveli, Kumbakonam and Tambram and Coimbatore. So thereafter we will undertake contract and tendering process for that. Apart from that, we have already completed almost all the lines 100% electrification, except few kilometers which will be completed in this year. Major amongst them will Ramanathapuram to Rameswaram, and Pamban Bridge, which the old Pamban Bridge had to be closed for safety reasons. Now it is going to be completed in by September end, and from 1st October we are expecting to restore the train services to Rameswaram, which is hitherto now we are taking the trains up to Mandapam. So now from 1st October onwards, the trains will go full up to Rameswaram. And Rameswaram station is also undergoing a major redevelopment, and in 25-26 we will complete the Rameswaram station redevelopment also. Besides, the electrification from Ramanathapuram to Rameswaram is also going on, which will be completed by December. So with that, other than this Nilgiri Hill Railways, almost all the Tamilnadu will be electrified by March 25. In last 10 years, Tamil Nadu has witnessed major push in the railway projects, and this pace has further increased. So as you, Honorable Minister has told you, this year's capital allocation for various railway projects is 6,362 crore. And he also correctly mentioned that there is no dearth of funds for any railway project, and in the coming year we will be completing many more projects, details of which will be given. Now our major focus is also on road over bridges and road under bridges. But many of the road over bridges, you must have also seen, our part of the road over bridge is completed, because this road over bridge project is jointly funded and jointly executed by railways and the state government. So railway portion is executed by railways, and the approaches both sides are done by the state government. So about 40 ROBs we have completed our portion, but state government's approach portion is held up for want of land acquisition by state government, and we have held several meetings now. In a focused way, state government is working towards fast tracking the land acquisition of those road over bridges, and we hope that in next 2 years all these pending 40 road over bridges, in which railway portion is already completed, approaches will also be completed, and these will be commissioned, and a great relief will come to the public. And any other questions you can take. Egmore is already, I told you, Egmore already work is awarded to a contractor, and for the last about 1 year plus the work is going on. So the progress is about 20%, and it is likely to be completed in 2026, middle of 2026.
So when will complete the 4th lane beach to Egmore, sir? So when will you complete the 4th lane between Chennai, Egmore
and beach? Congress, you sir. September. By middle of October it will be opened.
Sir, Tamram terminal project is long back, 10 years it's sold down. When it starts?
Tamram, there are two things. One, work is already going on to increase its capacity to run more trains. That will be completed by this middle of August.
No, sir. I'm asking about
Redevelopment. Redevelopment, already we have prepared the DPR. It will be submitted in next 10 days. And the Ministry of Railway is considering this project to be done on PPP mode. Means we will give permission to the developer to not only build a station, he can also develop commercial buildings on the vacant plot, and also he can add airspace over the station building for commercial use. So he will partly fund this project from commercial exploitation, and partly it will be funded by railway. So that sanction will be coming.
Timeline, sir, for implemented for.
I think sanction will come by October, and
Yes, sir. That is what.
October this year the sanction of the project will come. Then the bidding process and all will take another 8 months because it's a PPP project. So a lot of documentation is required. And after 8 months means from June 25 onwards we expect to start the project. It will take 3 years.
Sir, do we have a plan for adding new rail routes or introducing new trains in Tamilnadu like Vande Bharat for this year, this budget?
Already all major routes we are running
Interim budget, new lines.
Vande Bharat, and besides we are already in process of doing 10 new line projects. So these details will be given, share with you. Major one be Tindivanam Tiruvannamalai, Tindivanam Nagari, Attipattu Puttur, Erode Palani, Chennai Kodalur via Mahabalipuram, Madurai Tuticorn, Sri Perambadur Gudavancheri, Morapur Dharampuri, Rameswaram Dhanushkuti, and direct connectivity at northern end of Karaikal Port. So these are the major projects which are already sanctioned and work is going on. Other than there are many more, complete list will be shared by you.
Sir, what is
So the minister refers to.
system?
Wait.
Actually, we are
Others, let others ask.
Huh?
Not one. Please
So
ask.
the minister referred to non-availability of land. He said of 2,749 hectares, only 807 hectares are being made available by the state. How many projects are affected?
One major project which is affected for want of land is Rameswaram Dhanushkodi.
Most of the land is required for Rameswaram Dhanushkodi.
Most of it is there. And other, that state government has its own reservation, ecological point of view. So it's not because their process is not going on, it's not that. They have a reservation about, the ecological sensitivity of that area. So this project, so they are viewing it from different point of view. So we are in discussion with them. And other than that, most of the cases, land acquisition is in process, going on. But the process itself is, slow. So I won't say that state is not cooperating. State is fully cooperating. The process of land acquisition itself is very tedious and long drawn. So it takes about 2 to 3 years for acquiring the land.
So what about Kilambakam new suburban station, sir?
Huh. What do you want to ask?
New bus stand.
Ask him to come.
The DRM sir.
It's progressing now. We have started station building construction and addition of 2 lines. That will be completing by next year, 2025 March.
2 new lines.
Loop lines.
So that you can stop and run more trains to Kolambakam.
Sir,
When will the station construction be over for Kilambakam?
Land will be handed over by state government. We are waiting for them. Otherwise, we'll be ready. And actually, they are proposing to construct a station building part by them only. So that issue is now sorted out last week. So that will go on parallel.
sir, we get requests from passengers to add more unreserved coaches. Is it possible we can add, or is there any plan to add unreserved coaches to express and?
Overall, in Indian Railways, we were short of general coaches. Now we have changed the production plan. Now we will be producing more general coaches, as the Honorable Minister told. So each train which is having about 2 general coaches will be augmented by 2 more general coaches. So each train would be having 4 general coaches instead of 2. So that will take care of overcrowding issues.
So what's
But
the
it may
status-
take time, maybe 6 to 8 months.
Could you explain what is the status of the fourth terminal in Villivakam, sir?
No, it's not Villivakam. Now we have revised the site to Perambur, where sufficient railway land is available. So the master plan has already been prepared, and we are also planning to have 2 lines, independent lines from Perambur to Ambattur, 5th and 6th line. So that these 2 lines will cater to the new terminal. So this is already, master plan has been developed. Now we are doing the survey for these 2 lines, 5th line and 6th line between Perambur and Ambattur. Once we complete the survey and ascertain the feasibility, then we will send the proposal for sanction. So after sanction, it will take about 3 to 4 years. So sometime maybe in 2028, new terminal should come up in Perambur.
So what was the reason we dropped Villivakam, sir? Because initially we identified it to be the
Villivakam, we don't have adequate land, no? And
because the last time we interacted, you said land availability is not a problem in Villivakam.
Location is same location. Actually, it is near to Villivakam station. That's why that is called
In between.
So originally
it is just short of Villivakam. Perambur is next station only. Perambur is a better location for having a terminal. Operationally as well as from public point of view.
What is the land availability there like, sir, in Perambur?
Perambur, we have lot of railway land available, and very little or almost nil land will be required to be acquired.
Would there be any constraints in developing the terminal there, sir?
No, sufficiently big terminal will be
So once
created.
this 5th and 6th line process is over, you would come in.
5th and 6th line survey is going on. We are still ascertaining the feasibility of 5th and 6th line, so that this new terminal we can start more trains, so that it will not overcongest the existing 4 lines between up to Ambattur. They will run parallelly, and then from Ambattur onwards they will join the main lines. So
When can we expect the survey to be over, sir?
I think in next 1 month. So by maybe October we'll submit the DPR to ministry, and we expect that sanction will come soon.
So what about Dharmapuri Gorakhpur project? Last year 100 crore allocated. This year how much funds allocated?
धर्मपुरी ये बताइए सीओ साहब.
Dharmapuri, as we had already said, we are having a problem of land availability. So we have planned it for 26-27. This year how much amount, sir? I think land is not available.
Land acquisition is still in process, so maybe in next 1 year we will get the land. So the work, physical work will start next year onwards.
Sir, 115 crore allotted, sir. Is it enough for the 115 crore allotted?
Huh?
The amount which have been allotted for Tamilnadu,
Huh.
is it enough, sir? You are expecting?
Yes, this is enough.
Is it sufficient?
And it's not final figure. If we demand more, we'll get more. There is no dearth of funds. The constraint is how much we can spend. So if more faster we will get land, more money we can spend. Okay. Kerala now? Start.
Kerala is not there, sir. Kerala,
No.
DRM will answer, sir.
Okay. Nobody from Kerala?
Is there, sir? Medias are mixed, sir.
Okay. Thank you.